Dude, I don't know if you guys have heard this on the MMA space online, but it looks like Jose Aldo might be getting a title shot against Sugar Sean O'Malley. Everybody is saying that he should be next in line for a title. A lot of people are saying that anyway. And the angle they're using is the fact that Jose Aldo has a huge weight behind his name. And if he re-signs with the UFC, he's gonna get a title shot. So I'm gonna be talking about that in this video and how hilarious this entire situation is gonna be. But before I do, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, it helps the YouTube algorithm and it helps grow the channel. So we saw a stellar performance from Jose Aldo on Saturday night. He put on a master class against Jonathan Martinez, ranked number 13 in the bantamweight division. So to me, it's not like a huge win, but at the same time, he's been out for a couple of years. He is the older fighter, right? 37, I believe, as of today. And he did an incredible job. And because of that fact, that was his last fight on his UFC contract. And the rumor is that the UFC is looking to renew his contract to add a few more fights because he is such a fan favorite. I didn't really get it. You know, I wasn't a huge MMA fan when Jose Aldo was kind of at his peak. But the amount of love just in the online community for what Jose Aldo did at UFC 301, I was shocked. I was really impressed. Like it was an amazing performance. But I didn't realize like he was that big of a star, but he clearly is. So the funny part of this whole situation is that, and you can look at this post by Sportskeeda, is that basically because of his name recognition, because of the weight behind his name, he could probably angle himself into getting a shot for the title almost immediately by re-signing with the UFC. And I truly believe that Merab deserves a title shot. Like, he's done enough to get that title shot with Sean O'Malley. But the troll in me, the comedy fan in me, would think it's absolutely hilarious if Sugar Sean O'Malley now all of a sudden takes this, because I'm sure he's seen what's happened. He's seen what's happened online since 301. I'm sure he's seen it, right? And so if he goes ahead and now says, you know what? I just think Jose Aldo's a bigger fight. The guy's a legend. You know, he's coming back to the UFC. I want to test myself against the Featherweight GOAT. Like, if he talks all this type of stuff up, he might be able to bump Merab again to get a favorable and incredibly winnable matchup in Jose Aldo. Because Jose Aldo, like, he's not a grappler, right? He's not going to try to wrestle, I don't think. So it's going to be a striking battle, and, you know, I feel, you never know, right? But I feel as though Sugar Sean would piece up Jose Aldo on the feet, right? He would put on a clinic against Jose Aldo on the feet. Again, you never know, anything can happen, right? But it just seems that, you know, Sugar Sean, he's 30 years old now. He just put an incredible striking performance against Cheeto. You know, if he puts on another, he's got youth. Now he's got some experience under his belt. He's been to this dance a couple of times. You know, he was out striking Jan. He knocked out Funkmaster, right? Yeah, so, like, he's probably the best striker at 135, right? Probably the best, one of the best strikers in the UFC right now, really and truly. On a pound-for-pound level. So, to me, the funny thing would be if Sugar Sean now all of a sudden takes this, runs with it, says, yeah, we want to keep Jose Aldo around. He's a legend, greatest featherweight of all time. You know, talk himself into having this take precedence because Jose's old. We don't want to blah, 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 right? And then you get this happening. You make this fight happen. You bump Merab. There would be a huge uproar in the MMA community on Twitter and online, right? Because everybody's like, Merab is next. Merab is next. O'Malley even agreed to fight Merab, right? But if he goes ahead and does this, it'll stick to Merab, right, in kind of a hilarious way because of all the posts that he's been making, kind of making fun of O'Malley. So it'll stick you to Merab a little bit, which I don't particularly want. I actually like Merab, but it's funny, right? It's hilarious. And then you get you get him calling for Jose Aldo, which should be an easy title defense, right? Aldo gets an immediate title shot. Again, you never know, but Aldo gets that immediate title shot. Then you get all the salty fans online trashing O'Malley for being scared again. So that narrative will come back, even though he agreed to fight Merab. I'm pretty sure it's close to being a done deal anyway. So this might not happen, right? But if it does, oh my God, it would be so fucking funny. It would be so funny. And, just because of how upset the O'Malley haters would be, it's almost worth doing. So Sugar Sean, if you see this, which you won't, but if you see this, you'll get another title defense against Jose Aldo. It'll be a legend. It'll blow you. You'll get way more views. Like, you still get a lot of views, but you get even more views just because of the fact that people are going to be so upset. They're going to be coming on all your social media and trashing you. And then, you'll get another decent paycheck from this Jose Aldo because it'll get views, it'll get buys, it'll get some pay-per-view. And then you could bump Merab and kind of stick it to him a little bit. You know what I mean? And then in that time, the landscape might change. He'll probably wait around for his title shot, which he should. But we've got Omar fighting Corey Sandhagen pretty soon, and if he wins that, then maybe he calls out Merab, the white hat versus the black hat. I don't know what the hell you call it. But yeah, like it would be so funny. It would be perfect. So you almost have to do it. Now, how does that fight go? Like I said, I truly think that Sugar Sean would piece up Jose Aldo. His path to victory would be on the feet just to outstrike the guy. And Aldo's boxing is good, right? What we saw there, him work the body and everything against Jonathan Martinez, it was impressive. It was a great performance, but that range of O'Malley would be deadly for him. I think that would be a deadly range for him to deal with. So, it's so funny. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that Jose Aldo is somehow going to jump the line? And I think he very well could, you know what I mean? And he should. But there is the argument against, obviously, my thing against things like this happening, and I've said this before, is the fact that it delegitimizes the sport, right? There should be some standard things that go on, and then once you complete this set of tasks, you get a title shot. That needs to be a thing. But I am also a fan of kind of comedy and poetic justice, and just I like when there's a little bit of havoc in the air. And so if he calls for Jose Aldo to come and get a title shot and plays this right, he's gonna piss off everybody, which it'll be funny for me. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Really and truly, I'm 90% sure this ain't gonna happen, right? Merab is next. It looks like it's a done deal. It looks like it's gonna be in the Sphere. That's what the leak has been. The rumors have been. But there is a case online. Chael Sonnen has made that case in one of his videos. A lot of people are talking about, and it's not nobody's like me. There's a lot of people talking about it. So you never know. Anything could happen. And if I'm Sugar Sean O'Malley, a fight with Jose Aldo should be an easy title defense. So that's what I would do. But let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you think this is going to happen? Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.